I'm starting something extremely ambitious now because I feel like beginning the process. A couple years ago, I heard about Danganronpa Another by Linju, which there are actually 2 games that he made. Both are Danganronpa fan games that are written in Korean. Now what you see on your screen right now is not that. I'll explain what this is later. But that's where this all started. And as far as I knew, none of the first game that he made was translated into English. Somebody translated the first 2 chapters of the second game and then made YouTube videos of the gameplay, which I have not watched. But that didn't make a playable version in English. They just had footage of gameplay in English. It was only the first part of it. But I heard that these games were good, almost as good as Danganronpa by Spike Chunsoft. And so, I wanted to play them. But it would be very difficult because I didn't know how to read the Korean. So I made some effort using the internet to try to learn something about Korean. And the process is still ongoing and I'm not finished yet. Now, there is some motivation to not finish and try to crunch through with a very limited knowledge of Korean and just kind of get it done and move on, because life is only so long, especially considering the constraints. I'm only young for so long, and I don't know if necessarily ability, but the appropriateness of making these YouTube Let's Plays is only going to last so long, and I might pass into an era of my life where maybe I want to have a family or something of that nature, where doing this makes somewhat less sense. And before I finish, I'd like to learn some Japanese, try to dig in some of these Japanese games that I'd like to dig into. And I don't necessarily have the time to retain Japanese and Korean at the same time. So trying to learn Korean holds me back from trying to learn Japanese. And as such, at some point I should just hang it up. I should just wait until I've got it perfect. I know as much Korean as I need to know, and then start playing the Korean games. Or I should just go for it at some point. Now, yeah. So I decided to try to start hacking at this. Of course, some problems you would run into, well, what am I going here? I need to talk about Korean a bit. So, Korean, I presume, is close to the most difficult language for a, I guess, Indo-European language native speaker to learn. It's maybe not the absolute most, because there are things like Georgian that are pretty brutal. But the grammar is very strange and very alien to an Indo-European language. And what my biggest struggle with Korean is, and this is going to sound like an excuse because it is, the vocabulary in Korean is not very catchy. It's like, what I'm trying to say is, konnichiwa is much easier to remember than annyeonghaseyo. Right? It just sounds cooler. If you're not familiar, konnichiwa is like a greeting in Japanese. Annyeonghaseyo is some sort of greeting in Korean. I don't even know if I pronounced it right. It might be annyeong, whatever. It's hard for me to remember the pronunciations of these things. The words just sound kind of ugly, and it's just really hard to retain them. And I know that sounds kind of, that might sound somewhat insulting to Koreans or people that speak Korean, but I don't know, I don't really relate to that, because if someone made fun of English to me as a native English speaker, I would not, be offended in any sort of shape or form whatsoever. So, That might have been a crude joke, but it is true though. Like, for me, the vocabulary of Korean, the way the words sound, and how they're so short, it makes it seems to make them especially difficult to remember. An additional complication is something I tend to notice is words that are written with the Roman alphabet. When us native English speakers read them, we don't really go through and go, that's an H, that's an E, that's an L, it's another L, and an O. Okay, that must spell out hello, that's hello. No, we look at the shape of the word. We have certain features in the word, certain like combinations of stems and things that we see that makes us to recognize the word. So we don't actually look at each individual letter, we look at each word as a chunk, as a shape. And this may make stuff like kanji, like Chinese and Japanese, make a little more sense because, you know, because even though we have an alphabet where we spell stuff out, in English, when we mature readers read English, we don't look at the individual letters. We look almost like the words as chunks, as each word is a symbol. The thing with Korean and these block syllables is the words don't really have much of a shape to them. They're pretty blocky, and so it's difficult for me to read the words by shape just at first. Maybe if I had enough exposure to Korean as I learned Korean as a native English speaker from like my birth, and was looking at this text from my birth, I'd be able to recognize certain shapes and patterns in it. But the block syllables, just as a native English speaker trying to learn it, lack shape, which means like as you have to you tend to want to pick them apart into individual letters. And picking them apart into individual vowels and consonants or individual syllables, because I'm not used to that as a reader, is very tiring, and it tends to make me not pay attention, just by my own slothfulness, to the intricacies of the spelling of each word, which can make it so that I can mix up the word for to, or very, depending on how you translate it, and the word for tree. So, they're both like Namu or Namu, and I forget which one is which. So, yeah, it's pretty... Those are my excuses for why this language is so hard. But anyway, there's this other Korean Danganronpa fan game called Danganronpa Blowback, as you can see written in Roman characters here. And then I guess it's also written... it's like capturing... Yeah, there's my cursor. Okay. So, Danganronpa Blowback is written in the Roman characters here in English. Then here I presume it's written in Japanese. I guess. I don't know how to read this. I presume it's Japanese. It's very, very italicized font, though. And then we have it here. Don, Gon, Ran, Pa, Bru, Ubik. So, Blowback. They make kind of like the W sound by like this O kind of thing. Danganronpa, this is pretty accurate. This is pretty much accurately pronounced out Danganronpa. And this is Blowback. Spelled out using like the Korean alphabet. And then, I already went through the Google Translate on this already, so to not draw things out. This word here, this, well, my cursor disappears if I don't move it. This Ban Bon Duinen. So I presume Wan Bon Duida is to repeat. And then if you add this nin conjugation to the end of it, it turns it into a descriptive verb. So whatever comes after it is described as repeating. You can think of it as English as repeated. Like if something, it's like the en ending. Unfortunately, in English, not all of our verbs have that en ending, and so sometimes we use the past tense or the present progressive tense to do the same thing as en. Right, but it's like you could say, I was kidnapped and taken to Mexico. but you would say, I was grabbed and taken. I was kidnapped and grabbing. That doesn't make any sense, right? You say I was grabbed. So, anyway. So it's sort of like that en ending in English for the words in English that have it. Then this word, charmang, I presume is despair. And given that this is a Danganronpa fan game, I presume we're gonna see charmang a lot. The kwa particle just means and. Huimang, I presume means hope. And then this we here, which is possessive, but when it's used as possessive, I believe it's pronounced a. So this is charmang kwa huimang e. And then mude is stage. So this is repeating hope and despair's possessive stage. Or as Google Translate likes to translate it, stage of repeating despair and hope. So, now, I don't know what this means. I presume that game sequa is game begin. I don't know what Iyahagi means, so I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna press the down key and hit enter to see what that is. I presume it's like settings or something. No, I guess it's continue. I can't continue because I haven't started a new game. And then game Chongzhou, right? It's J. No, it's. Oh, that's a really crushed font. Chuzhou, something like that. I presume it might be settings. Is this settings? No, that closes the game. Sweet. Okay, I don't know how I gotta get into the settings and stuff. That's gonna be interesting. Okay. Now, I do have a textractor in my upper right corner here on my video. That is cutting off what is on the upper right corner of the game. I could make it smaller in OBS, like so. But I'm afraid that the font size is going to get too small when I downsample this to 1080p, and it won't be readable in the final YouTube video. So that's why I have it a little bit bigger to try to. It's kind of be cutting off this. I'll check that after episode 1. It's going to be cutting off a little bit of the game. So sorry about that. That's a bit of a complication. This is going to help with the translation a lot, hopefully. And then, what is this game? So. This was a Korean team started this in 2016 and made 2 chapters by 2017 and then permanently abandoned it. So this game is only completed for chapters 1 and 2. And I'm kind of using it as a practice run or kind of testing the waters of the process of going through Danganronpa and other by Linju. So this is like a practice run for that. Now, this game, the chapters of this game that were written could potentially be really good. So, it might be disrespectful to just say this is just a practice run of this. But because it's incomplete, it just kind of inevitably, I'm sort of thinking of it as that. I'm really dreading this because you can Google Translate the text rather easily. The problem is imagine playing Danganronpa in a language you barely know any of. And the truth bullets may not be extractable text. In addition, and there's menu items, right, that would be extractable text. In addition, imagine playing Hangman's Gambit in Korean if you know hardly any of it. That would be pretty challenging. So, we have 2 trials to go through, which may include Hangman's Gambits in Korean. Which, oh my goodness, I don't know how that's gonna work. This is going to be a very slow process, and these episodes are going to be very far separated from each other in time. This is not pre-recorded. Some of my stuff often is, so I have to specify this. I am going to, at least at first, upload an episode as soon as I'm done, not as soon as, but before I record the next one. So any comments that are left, I will see them before recording the next one, at least at first. I tend to sort of get carried away And towards the end of the series, there might be like 2 or 3 episodes ahead. But at least at first, the first few is going to be only 1 ahead. So I will see the comments before the next one. I don't have any moderation in my comments. So if you spoil it, I'm just going to get spoiled. Yeah, just don't do that, please. But because people are trolls, especially Danganronpa fans, for some reason there's a specific characteristic of Danganronpa fans, of all types of fans, where they like to spoil the game. I don't know why there's a correlation between trollness and liking Danganronpa, but there is something to do with that genre, the personality type that likes it. So Danganronpa is one of those most important games to Let's Play where you don't read your comments or you record it all beforehand because it's just a spoiler mess. Whereas something like maybe Zero Escape or something might have a more mature audience and you get less trollish intentional spoilering. But I presume not very many people have played this, so there's not very many people out there who could spoil it. So the probability that one of those people being a troll is less, but who knows? Okay. Let's actually start this mess. And see what... Oh, you don't click, you hit the enter key, I forgot. I'm gonna actually grab a textractor. I'm gonna grab a... I clicked out of the game and it stopped going. Grab a hook. It's pretty easy to hook RPG Maker 2000. You don't need a... RPG Maker, you don't need a hook code. So... come on. Oh, I need to attach it to the game. Huh. Forgot to do that. Okay. Now, I should have done this. Okay, I'm going to close and reopen the game. Sorry. Okay. Now attach the game. Okay. And then it's going to be this warning because it doesn't have a hook. But we'll get there. Okay, now I can grab this. And this will give me a Google Translate of the text that's on the screen. If I just let it roll. So this is how textractors work. If you want to look at this interface, I'm going to make it bigger just in case you have a hard time seeing it on my recording. That somehow I don't know how this works. I don't know how it's able to pick out the text being printed to the screen in the program and then translate it, but that's what it does somehow. You can do this for Japanese. It's one of the tools that's very useful for reading Japanese visual novels. The limitation with it is there's a couple limitations. One, of course, is it can't translate spoken Japanese or spoken foreign languages, which makes it so it's not that useful. It has limitations used to translate something like 12 Riven, where there's unsubtitled spoken cutscenes. And it also cannot translate image text. So the very beginning text in an image, because it needs to be text format for it to pick it up. And I wonder what, I'm going to go through all the hooks. Text format to pick it up. So say if the text in the menus or text in, say, something like the truth bullets is image text, or the text flying across the screen during a non-stop debate is image text, it won't be able to hook it and translate it. Now, what I notice here is kind of funny because the Google Translate seems to be able to be translating these just fine, but the textractor is hooking every letter repeated. Or every syllable repeated, right? See the su isimnida at the end here. Su isimnida. So if I grab a different hook here, and sometimes these hooks are hard, you need a hook code. Is it better? Oh, okay. Let's see here. Okay, so for some reason this one is correct. What's going on with this one? Oh, it's the same. Okay. Cool. Sometimes you need a hook code, and I don't know how to get hook codes for games I don't know the hook code for. So that's another example again of that would be 12 Riven. If you want to use text extractor on 12 Riven, you need to look up the hook code for it. Can't just grab it off this drop down like you can for an RPG Maker game like this is. Okay. I'm going to make this smaller again so it doesn't cut off as much of the game. But that's going to make it hard to read in the video, unfortunately. So the first set of text, which I skipped, no, it's here, is... This game is based on the original Japanese adventure game Danganronpa series for PSP by Spike Chunsoft. Well, it was made for all kinds of other things. Now, I don't necessarily know how Google Translate extracts this because some kind of random Korean lessons. Su at the end is whatever. This is a doujin game. So doujin is just a Japanese word for fan fiction, as far as I know. Characters and game settings may differ from the original. So I guess this Isir Su Isibnida, that's characters and game settings can differ from the original. It might be a more literal translation because I always associated Su with can and cannot, personally. But may is not that bad of a translation, I guess. Okay. In Korean, the verb always comes at the end. Let's keep going. In addition, the game contains somewhat violent content, and when playing in full screen, disconnection or screen stretching may occur. This is because the width of the window is slightly wider, and windowed mode is recommended if possible. Full screen says windowed mode, Alt-Enter, and we can... So just like for Danganronpa Netherlands Linju, same sort of message, except it's image text and it goes auto scroll in that game, so you have to translate. You can't translate it. Okay, I keep forgetting it's enter instead of click that advances. Here we go. The word despair is not a light thing. So I guess Gapwon, this Gapwonyan is light. Anida means not. This particular sort of way to end the verb is like it's like a very stilted way that you wouldn't actually ever use in speaking. So I guess we're gonna see Chormong a lot, and then Ira, I presume, is word. So the despair word is not light. Interesting. No, that's not right. Whatever. I barely know any Korean. This is a test run. Now, is there a backlog? If so, what brings it up? What's our F1? Game properties. Okay. Wait. Gamepad. Okay, it doesn't tell me what it does, though. F2. That puts on 60 FPS or not. Interesting. F3 does nothing. F4 does nothing. 5 does nothing. 6 does nothing. 7 does nothing. 8 does nothing. 9 does nothing. 10. Okay, so what does space do? Space advances the text. Z also advances the text. Okay. Exit also advances the text. So, backlog we'll have to work on. I had to read the text I advanced so far. The frustration you feel when you realize that you've been looking at only one thing, but it's wrong. A terrible experience of being denied, rejected, and concealed, I guess? People who know that all of that is part of despair never say the word despair easily. A kaimwawa. So, ige is this. Muaya is a very informal way of saying what. I can at least read that sentence. What is this? And that's repeated. So, and that's just what and. Okay, so Deijue is like hell. Hell what? And ko. Nanan is I finally realized. So I guess Geichara's da is realized. So the moment I heard the truth of everything that was happening right through her, I realized that all my efforts so far were hopelessly futile. So I don't, Kenya, so this word here at the beginning, I've heard it be used, I've read it be used as her, but I'm not sure it's always her. So you might be able to, like, translate that differently. It's not, what I'm saying is that it's not guaranteed to be happened right now through her. It could be through him, I presume. As far as I know. Talent is hope soon. Another what? But it's a different kind of what, because subtleties. Is this ugliness? That can be called hope? Okay. Is this ugliness a thing that could be called hope? Or is this ugliness something that could be called hope? And if so, if the truth of hope is such an ugly and dirty reality, it's okay. It's okay. That's not... is okay, I know, is not a good translation for that. But I don't know of a better one, because I don't know what that means. So I'm just going to keep going. There's a different word for okay in Korean, besides amure. A world like this... Okay, Seisong is world. Should be stained with despair. As she wants, as she wishes. Queen. Let's stop doing futile things to revive hope. After all this world wanted was deep, deep despair. Now, I'll have to say that, again, this is all Google Translate. This is not very good translation. Just trying to be too pedantic here and draw things out, right? And like get all into these individual words. Like I could do like, so E is this, right? Seisong is world. Like Giebnin is to want and stuff like. Anyway, go into all these words and stuff. You know, all this is grammar. But I don't want to do that too much. So I'm just kind of reading off the Google Translate mostly. But anyway. There will be spoilers for the normal Danganronpa in this Let's Play, because I have to use it because I've seen footage of all of the Danganronpa trilogy, and I would need to reference it in order to explain what I'm thinking as I read this. Right? This looks like the dialogue, the thought bubble of the mastermind, right? This is like the thought bubble of Junko, except a little bit less maniacal. That's what I'm getting from this. Or someone who really looks up to Junko, like a follower of Junko. Okay, despair. So, looking at this text. So, first word is something to do with despair. I'll have to put that in the comments. So, are you sure you want to save? Yeah, and then yay is yes, and aniyo is no. And I'm going to say yes. Wow, this is in English. Save data 1. In. Yagi? So that's like... Where? Okay. Or are you here? I don't know why it's like, where are you? It's like, are you here? Blinking my eyes, my vision slowly returns. What came into my field of vision was an unfamiliar classroom. Okay, he had never seen before. We might get into some pronoun issues here with Korean, because just like Japanese, there's a tendency to drop pronouns in Korean. So you might introduce the wrong pronouns to the translation, and you just have to know from context that it's doing it wrong. Just like if you were to actually listen to a Korean speaker say this or read this in Korean where there is no pronouns, by context you would know what they should be, right? Nooner is eyes, by the way. This is eyes. You see this a lot. This is like thing, and it's used for like grammatical filler. This ke here is like either a close that, like, or, I was going to use the Spanish word, but I forgot the Spanish word, or it's used somewhat like the, similar to the. My head hurts a bit for some reason. Is it because you've been lying face down in the cold for too long? Did you wake up? Or, remember, pronouns, they don't put them in here, so it's did I wake up? Sorry. Muksuri, which I guess is voice. That is who, so who? Oh, it's top down. Oh, this is an interesting, so RPG Maker, they had to do it top down. I'm sorry to wake you up because you were sleeping so deliciously. Is it actually... Okay, is this gonna do the delicious thing? I was just watching you from the sidelines. So, Masnage, is this like... I guess that is, okay. This is a weird, I don't think, I presume this is like a common phrase, right? I presume that this character is not saying deliciously, like she's saying like soundly or peacefully, right? But because that Google Translate doesn't know multiple uses for the same word, it used to translate it deliciously. I presume this is Masnake that did that, if I were to take a wild guess. Okay, so it's not you? You mean Kyoime Yukari. Oh, you haven't introduced yourself yet. Or I haven't introduced myself yet. There's no pronouns. Just haven't introduced yet. My name is Yukari Kyoime. I'm counting on you. So, what's your name? Okay, it's the best translation for Char Butakad this year. I'm counting on you in this context? Probably not. So you're playing as Kazuki Watanabe. Watanabe. Kazuki Watanabe is my name. I never heard this this used for name, but okay. Or you can call me that, I guess. Kyoime, Yukari, and Watanabe Katsukira. Okay, they're switching the Japanese name order up around. Kazukira Watanabe. Good name. Kazuki. May I, even if I call you Yaturi. Okay. That got all mixed up in the translation. That got all really, really mixed up. Why is there a random Kuma? That's Japanese for bear. That's gonna make things really messed up. Okay, so Chunin Iramikuma is good name, so that's correct. Why is it Why is it stuck a random Kuma in there? Oh dear. Kazumi Watanabe. Hey, are you suddenly calling me by name? It's because I think I can get closer to Yukari Kyoime quicker. Okay. Have you ever made a mistake? So this person, so this is the name tag for Kyoime wa Kari. So this is probably what's showing up in the text extractor at start. So basically all she does is, have you ever made a mistake, is what she says. Hey, are you suddenly calling me by name, is what she says. Good name. Oh, and this is not the first, so the fourth bottom line is Koime Yukari says, oh, Watanabe Kazukira, that's a good name. Kazuki, even if I call you Yukari. Okay. Even if you can call me Yukari. That's probably what it says. Okay. So it's translating the speech thing. So let's call this person Koime. So Koime is the person we're talking to. Act. Have you ever made a mistake? Okay, so we are Watanabe Kazuki. Are we? No, I was a little surprised. Yeah, this is the person. So Watanabe is who we are, because that's what the speech bubbles are. It's embarrassing, but she seems like a pretty sociable kid. I presume it's a she. Seeing that Kazuki Watanabe stayed by my side while I was sleeping, I don't think she has a bad temper. Okay. Okay, I'm getting these all mixed up. Okay, so Kazuki is Kazuki is the girl, and then we're playing as Kyoime. Okay, so now I have to go back and reread all this stuff. Great. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Yukari Kyoime, which is yourself. So I'm introducing myself as Kyoime, or Yukari. I'm counting, So what's your name? She says she is Watanabe. My name is Kazuki Watanabe. Then I say, good name. Okay. And then you say, hey, are you suddenly calling me by name? And then she says, it's because I can get closer to you quicker. Have you made a mistake? Is what you say. And she says, I was just a little surprised. And then you think, okay. She's embarrassed. Okay, interesting. She's embarrassed, but she seems like a pretty sociable kid. So, by my side stayed. Here's the problem. I don't actually see Kazuki Watanabe in here. So it looks like that was inserted into the text. Seeing that she stayed by my side while I was sleeping, I don't think she has a bad temper. Maybe we got the mix. I'll keep doing this until I get the names get unmixed up. This is bad. Okay, is that gonna extract on me? How to say, I feel so heavy about myself. You thought I was a little old fat, okay. So then she says, so she is Kyoime. I hope so. Anyway, why'd that not extract? Okay. By the way, are you a freshman at Nico's Cape of Good Hope school? Cape of Good Hope? Sinipsig? Freshman? Hope's Peak. Freshman. Okay, so the girl is Kyoime. I'm Kazuki. Should be able to figure that out if I talk to more people besides this one girl at the start. Okay, so this is interjected. This is not in there, right? Yeah, there's no Yukari Kyoime in this sentence, I can tell. So she says, okay, Kazuki, that's a good name. Okay. Hey, are you suddenly calling me by name? Then she says, that's because I get closer to you. And then, have you ever made a mistake? Or just a little surprised? Oh, did I make a mistake? Oh, I was just a little surprised. Okay. She's embarrassed, but she seems like a pretty sociable kid. Okay. Mixing them all up. It's always awkward. The moment I heard those words, the memories that had been covered in fog and only felt blurry began to come back a little by little. Okay. Private Cape of Hope's Peak Academy. So Peak and Cape, I guess, are kind of interchangeable. A tall building standing tall in a place called the Land of Egg Yolks. Are you sure? So, like, you mean the rising sun? The sun? This school with a long history of tradition is one of the prestigious schools recognized by the government that has produced countless talented people who could be called Hope in the past. Who in the past were called Hope. Okay. Huimang, Hope. This place, the fact that he graduated from this school, so the fact that if you graduate from this school, that's the only thing that confirms a career. Of course, the fact that someone is enrolled here is a super famous elite school that is enough to be recognized for your talent. It didn't translate right, but yeah. Something like that. It's such a great school, there was no way I had any ties to it, and even in my head, I was only recognized this school as just a great, prestigious school. However, the perception turned 180 degrees due to a notice that came in one day. Congratulations. You are super high school level lucky. Maybe they didn't do that stupid translation they did when they translated Danganronpa to Korea, where they turned super high school level into ultimate, which made certain lines make no sense. So just like the original Danganronpa, right? Just super high school level luck. We obtained the right to enter the school through a lottery among the average high school students in the country. We sincerely welcome your admission to Hope's Peak Academy. By the way, Hakyo is school. So, that's school. It wasn't even an admissions invitation letter, it was just a notice saying you've already been enrolled. Well. But for some reason, I didn't feel any resistance. I guess you could de-enroll. A letter of admission from a school like that guarantees success upon graduation. Except if you were the lucky person, how does that work? You're hired for your luck? It was news full of joy and hope. Haha, is it real? I can't believe it. Kazuki Watanabe. This guy. And of course they have to have the hair spike. Because this is a Danganronpa fan game. It's kind of sheepish, but let me introduce myself. It's cringe. First, my name is Kazuki Watanabe. And the girl is Kyoime. Okay. My family consists of my parents and an older sister. Because we can't have a younger sister, because that's just a little bit too derivative. I don't think I'm particularly amazing. I'm just an ordinary high school student who could literally be anywhere. Wouldn't it be interesting to introduce myself? Ha ha. To me, who is so ordinary that it's okay to introduce myself like this, such an opportunity. Oh. It's such an opportunity that it's okay for me to introduce myself like this to you. This random person playing this video game. I even think that maybe I really have a talent called luck. I arrived here with a heart full of hope. To the front gate of Hope's Peak Academy, or Hope's Peak School. Hakyo is just school. I guess Chongmoon is front. The moment I cross the threshold, I probably become a student here. Yeah, but there's a this in the... Might be this moment. As expected, I'm a little nervous. It's more strange to be nervous than beating people who felt like being beings beyond TV. Corrado is indeed but. I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Or a little optimistic. Anyway, it's the start of a new life at a new school. So you can expect new encounters. The moment you take a step with such anticipation and hope. And just like the original Danganronpa, they do it just like the Trigger Happy Havoc, don't they? Passes out. All I remember was it ended there. And you wake up with Kyoime. Do you remember? Yes. Oh. It's kind of like yes. First of all, I think freshman is right. Super high school level luck. To be honest, I'm an ordinary guy who came in through luck. Was that it? I heard that I'm a super high school level dating counselor. So, I'm a little shy. Because you're a dating counselor? Wait, is that a good translation of this? Did it butcher this translation? So we just have Nainin is just, yeah, that's just me. That's just I in kind of an unfamiliar way. Okay, Chuka, a little shy. Young, I guess it's dating counselor. That's a little bit weird. Okay. Love or so? That love or something? Love counselor. It's a word that feels sad because it's somehow distant and nostalgic. Now wait, what are you doing? Why are you oh, you're getting depressed. Oh. Something like, what are you doing? You're getting depressed. I feel like dating is too far away. Well, let's start that up right now. To me, Kazuki seems like a really nice guy. I hope you can get in a good relationship. Don't be depressed. I'll do my best to help. I mean, this forced confinement game, would do that pretty well. Considering that this is the first person you meet, and it's like a girl, I think she's going to help specifically by being that person. It's going to be the irony. Like, I was trying to set you up with a date, but really, in the end, what I really wanted you to date was me. Thanks. Man, the names are really unfortunate. What if I switch the hook to this one? Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. That doesn't really help. What about this one? Nope. Okay. Well, whatever. Words may have just been like off the cuff, just scripted, but to me they felt like they were sincere. Okay. She said that she would stayed by my side even before I woke up. I only received help in many ways in my first meeting. Next time, I have to help. By the way, where is this place? I think it's the first place I've ever been. It's the first place I've ever seen. Did you feel that way too? When I came here, I suddenly felt dizzy, and then I was here. Of course, you were by my side. Me too, as I was, like me. As I was about to enter, I felt as if my consciousness was suddenly cut off. It's strange to think that there are people beside me who went through something like that. I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary. It's too unnatural to be coincidence. I didn't really understand this like when I watched footage of Danganronpa, but that actually is what it feels like if you like lose your memories. So if you were subject to sedation medicine where you don't remember, interferes with your ability for your brain to make new memories, afterwards it's like you fell asleep there and then you woke up later. And you think you were knocked out. So for example, I had a surgery under sedation once. So it was like a medium, like intensity surgery. And they said they were going to sedate me, and they said that the sedation medicine was coming, and then I woke up. But, so it's like, well, I guess it must have knocked me out or something, because I just, like, woke up afterwards. After the surgery was over. But in the notes made by the staff, and the anesthesiologist, like, afterwards, and, like, the summary of notes they give you after the procedure, the anesthesiologist said, was responsive, answered questions. So, apparently, I was able to answer questions, but I don't remember anything that happened afterwards, so I don't know what questions I answered and with what. From then on out, I tend to refuse sedation, because that entire concept of making it so your brain, like, that you can possibly put something in your brain that it malfunctions so it doesn't make new memories, even though it experiences something, creeps me out intensely. That concept just irks me, drives me nuts. I can't stand it. So, don't know. Whatever that stuff they use, no. I'll just sit through the surgery with a local. Or put me all the way out so that I'm not actually experiencing. Yeah, or just knock me all the way out. That way, it's not like I actually experienced it and don't remember it. It's like I didn't. Okay. It's strange to think that there are people besides me who went through something like that. I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary. It's too unnatural to be a coincidence. So what do you mean by out of the ordinary in this context? Just a bad translation, probably. Google Translate. Let's start by investigating this place. Then, the answer will come. Well, it won't. Yes, I'll help you too. Welcome to Hope's Peak Academy. First, I'll give a brief description of the procedure of how you play the game. Move the character on the screen with the arrow keys. Objects that can be irradiated can be irradiated. Wow, can be lit up by pressing the Z button or the space bar. Yeah, also, if you are not sure what to investigate, press the Q button to see the object you need to investigate on the screen. Okay, so let's kind of go through these. So what does Q do? Okay, so that's that. What does Z do? There is a note from Kazuki Watanabe. Oh, from me. There's a note. To remember the stupid, the text up top is affecting things. There is a note. No, a note is there. Okay, so the note says, you all. Actually, gnome is actually guys, so it is like you guys. Welcome to Kibo Gamine Academy, or just Hope's Peak Academy, right? The entrance ceremony will be held at 9 a.m. at the gym, so please don't be late. That's some great handwriting you got there. Guys? She also found this note as soon as she woke up. Or I also found this note as soon as I woke up. What time is it? If you look at the clock on the wall, it's pointing at 8:20, 8C20 boom. If it's morning now, there's still plenty of time. Okay. Oh, arrow keys. This is a camera, right? This is a surveillance camera. Why is this in the classroom? Are we being watched right now? Yes. Maybe not this room specifically, though. There's also a blackboard, so this is a classroom after all. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it is. Is this a TV? The screen is smaller for small for a TV for class. Can't do that. Blackboard. Can't exit. The desk is ordinary. What about this chair on the back here? No? Oh, it's pulled out. Because that's where she was sitting. Okay. Can I leave? What is it? It looks like a window, but it's locked with an iron plate. It's completely sealed, so it doesn't look like it'll break, and you can't see the outside at all. The window is blocked with an iron plate. I don't understand. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. The clock. The time is 8:20. I don't know. I give up. Said by the main character. I went around and investigated this supposed classroom with her. Together. So, Yukari, with Yukari. Okay. With Yukari, but I didn't find much. No, before that, the windows were blocked with iron plates, and there were CCTVs that seemed to be for surveillance. Can this place, which has an atmosphere like prison, really be called a classroom? There. Oh, look there, Kazuki. Just thinking about it, I think it would be better to leave than to stay here. Don't you agree? Because I think I know everything I can find out. Since the investigation is over, why don't we go outside now? Where's the door? Is the door? Oh, there's the door. I heard a small noise somewhere, as if people were talking. I guess there are other people besides us. Really? I don't know if it's if there are or not, but let's go towards the sound for now. Ah, purple. Contrary to the eerie dark atmosphere, the corridors of the building were as clean as a newly built building. That made it even more bizarre. The place where I can hear the sound, is that over there? Okay, I gotta... Can't investigate anything in here. Despair Hotel. Yeah, and hotel is literally like a borrowed word. It's literally hotel. Jarumong Hotel. Again, I'm cutting off the upper right corner. Did that cut that off? Yeah, it did. Okay. So, this is Despair Hotel. That was what I was reading. I cut that was covered over by the text tractor. Which I still don't know if you can actually read, given like the resolution this is at. Ugh. It's a huge red door. I can't go because it's locked. Okay. Audio-visual room, but it's locked. Why do they have to make it so similar to the original? The Y room? It's locked up. As expected, someone is there. It's definitely people's voices. What did she say? Oh, that's me. I wish I had at least someone involved in this facility. I suppress the tension that rises strangely. I open the door. I'm not gonna remember any of these names. As soon as I open the door, my gaze is focused in this direction. It's no joke to think that everyone in this space... Wait, let me see if I can do a move here. Yes, okay. It's no joke to think everyone in this space, which looks quite spacious even at a glance, is looking this way. You, in kind of a formal... there isn't really a good way of saying you in Korean, but that's interesting. That's a way to do it? 나오이는? So, should I say hello first? Hello, everyone. Oh yeah, here's the Annyeonghaje. My name is... Okay, this is Yukari. So Yukari Kyoime. Remember, Yukari is the dating counselor. Are you all also freshmen at Hope Speak Academy? Is that so? So, still Kyoime speaking. I always like that too. I wish you well in the future. Oh, she started talking like a dating counselor. It only been less than a minute since the first meeting and the casual greeting, which she'd already blended in naturally with the others. By the way, if you're new students at Kibo Ame at Hope Speak Academy, are these students all super high school level students? This is a thought bubble. Well, we're cutting off Miss Branch in her mouth with a textractor, unfortunately. See, there's a person there. Somehow, even at a glance, I felt a strange aura different from that of an ordinary person like me. I'm supposed to guess who's going to be a blackened and who's going to be a victim and who's going to survive based on just this picture. I'm not going to start that yet. I was slightly disturbed. With this, everyone is here. That's not yellow at all. How did I translate that to yellow? Ineyo, that's like here. What? Doesn't look nothing like the Japanese word for yellow. Korean word for yellow starts with new. Anyway. Don't stand there don't stand there blankly. Come in all of a sudden. What? The botuk, I presume is like blankness. This is not the time. I need to properly reintroduce myself. You can chat with super high school students by pressing the research button. Talk to a total of 15 people, 5 people per group. Okay, I have to take notes at this point, so I will get my notes. So first we have Kyoime. And she's the super dating counselor. And she will either die immediately, like in the first case, or survive the whole game, which hasn't been written, right? Only 2 chapters have been written. So, survive the chapters that exist. and kind of become like, you know, your love interest. Because that whole irony thing where it's like she's a dating counselor and it's like she tries to hook you up with all the other characters, and in the end she eventually cracks. Okay. We'll start out with green-haired guy. Okay, so he is Kanjiro Hayamoto. I switched the names around. I am Kanjiro Hayamoto. What is your name? Iruma's name. This tells me what his super is. Ah, my name is Kazuki Watanabe. So, Kazuki Watanabe is me. Which, because this mirrors the first game, I presume he's invincible. This game's, like, fan game progress predates V3. Good luck, Hayamoto. I am the best person to ask for. Watanabe Ball. And that's actually right. Kong is ball. So, it's not like it translated wrong. He just makes no sense. The way he speaks is a little strange, but his gentle has a sense of dignity. You seem to be the person who values etiquette. It sounds like a scammer. So be careful not to be rude. When talking. He seems... Pronouns are wrong, of course. He seems to be a person who values etiquette. So I'll be careful not to be rude when talking. Wrong pronouns again. Yes. Watanabe Dono. Or Ball. Kong, do you believe in aliens or alien civilizations? Maybe it's like you're respecting ball, though. Translated wrong. Wouldn't it... So you said yourself, wouldn't it be... maybe it should be just like, would you think there would be one? Oh, is that so? I hope we can have an in-depth discussion later. Later. We'll talk later. It seems that he has a bit of an odd side to him. Okay, I have to pick up what his ultimate is in post, based off the footage. Because he didn't introduce himself, like, he didn't say what he was an ultimate of. But, okay, self-introduction is already completed. It's like some sort of herbal or something. My name is... So, we need... so I need to get the ultimate off of him. Off Koumoro Hayamoto, and dropped no hints, right? Did nothing really special. This I presume woman is Koyasunaga, which I presume is last name. That sounds like a Japanese last name. Mikhiko. So I presume Mikhiko is the first name. Nice to meet you. Can't read it. When I met her for the first time, I always got confused whether she was a woman or a man. But I was able to tell that she was a man thanks to her that he was a man thanks to his voice that suddenly that suddenly changed his voice. What? That's a woman. Okay, so this person is a woman that acts like a man. Yeah, namja is man. So, this word right here, namja, and there's ra. I don't know what the ra does, but namja is man. So, it's kind of weird here. Subtlety of his voice. Woman that pretends to be a man with her voice. It's like reverse Chihiro, it appears. Because there are breasts. That's a woman, right? If I were more of a puppeteer than him... Oh. He might be a puppeteer. No, he might be a ventriloquist. Oh. Huh? Hey, what exactly is a puppeteer like? I don't know anything about that. Okay, so it's actually a she, is an ultimate ventriloquist. And this would be like, she impersonates someone's voice and that creates a complexity in a case or something. Like, one of the cases, the ultimate ventriloquist would have a conversation in another room, and she would be mistaken for someone else in the conversation because she'd be imitating a different character's voice. And you have to, like, tease that out in the trial. I can do anything related to dolls, so people around me used to call me that. That's right. What is that doll you're holding there? His name is Petchon. That's... Should I say hello? Hello, Petchon. Hello, call it Petchon. Let's be friends from now on. This would be better if it was voice acted. Amazing, it's like a real doll talking. Yeah, because you're covering your mouth with it. Yes. I wish you well in the future, Petchon. Wing. I'm glad you made a friend, Petchon. Okay. Koyasunaga shows a smile when I play with him. He seems to be a friend with a soft heart, so I should approach it. So I should approach him first, or be approachable. Okay. Serious looking guy. Boss. This guy's name is Koumori Ryo. No matter how I look at it, I don't see anyone who seems to be helpful. I think I just heard something very unpleasant. Excuse me. I am called Koumori Ryo. Ultimate something or other. Oh, please take good care of me. By the way, may I ask what kind of talent got you into Hope Speak? I got super high school level luck, so I got in by lottery. Oh, the lottery? I got it. In a little text. This guy's also a joke. So irritating. He feels like a dangerous person if you get close to him. In case you don't know, I'll be careful. And unfortunately, Danganronpa is not very sophisticated, so the person that the main character tends to say is dangerous at the beginning tends to actually be dangerous. Need to get the ultimate. And called out as dangerous, which generally means dangerous. It means he's going to be a blackened. Okay. This woman. Seina Tatenashi. Are you at peace? My name is Tatenashi Seina. So, some sort of nun? Don't know what that is. Yeah. Oh, what? Did you just say, are you safe? Or are you at peace? I never dreamed I would hear this in real life, not in a drama. Say, hey, Tatenashi, the only daughter of the the only daughter of the Tatenashi family, a violinist who is becoming a hot topic these days, right? I saw it on TV a while ago. Okay, so she's, I guess, the ultimate violinist. So I guess we can call her Ling Ling. What if in Korea it's violist, and it just translated violinist because Google Translate doesn't know what viola is in Korean? Oh, you saw that? Shame on you. Why not? Seeing her reaction, it seems to be the real person. To say that even people with such famous families enrolled, it should be called Hope's Peak School. What do I say? Let's get along well in the future. I don't know if I'll cause you trouble because I'm lacking a lot, so I'll ask you to take good care of me in the future. This is the way Korean people think. Take care of me. Take care of me in the future. Person who's like a model of a typical young lady. Even though she's right in front of you, she's like someone from another world. Tatenashi, see? If you don't mind, I have a question for you. Oh, this is what she's saying. Oh, Mr. Watanabe, or Watanabe, see? So she says this. If you don't mind, I have a question for you. What is it? The one that's the spike sticking out the top of your head. It's just hair. Oh, how amazing! If it's not rude, I'd like to touch it. Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. It's not a question. Why are you phrasing it like a question, Google? He just says it's okay. He just says okay. That is the word I was expecting for okay. That Dwayne Jen. I was expecting that. Thank you. Okay, so that's an onomatopoeia. It doesn't mean casting. Chumur. Really amazing. Oh. It's like an exclamation mark. That's right. A curious young lady. Okay, Kyoime again. I officially introduced you once again. I officially introduce myself to you once again. Yukari Kyoime, super high school level love counselor. Feel free to call me Yukari. I might need one of those. Is the greeting going well? What she says. I need to differentiate the voices. I couldn't even share half of it. You? I've already finished everything. I relieve that everyone seems to be good people. I guess. Good children. I felt it once again, but after all, she's friendly. She must have been able to become a high school level love counselor thanks to her kind personality. But if she, not me, she is a dating counselor, she must have a lot of love experience as well. Yukari, have you ever dated someone? Now let's go say hello again, shall we? What was that? No way, you're trying to deliberately evade the answer? Well, she's very good at, other than getting other people to hook up, you see. Not herself. Okay, third batch. Hello, there goes the Annyeonghaseyo. There we go, Annyeonghaseyo. My name is Mai Yurino. Please feel free to call me that. Call me Mai. Okay. For some reason it turned into Mai in the Google Translate. Somehow she's the ultimate something. I don't know what the devil she's ultimate of. Even I, who don't have much interest in famous people, remember seeing her name several times in the newspaper. She was famous enough to be called the goose or giraffe that lays the golden eggs in the research world, producing innovative research results as if she had only participated in the research. Okay, so she's like the ultimate researcher. Just ultimate scientist, just in general. And then she said, no, I say, I am Watanabe Kazuki. Kazuki Watanabe, I wish you well. Yes, Mr. Watanabe. Well, by the way, can you tell me when is your birthday? My birthday? It's September 29th. Okay. I am born September 29th. That might be important. Somehow. "29th. It's a shame." Why? Ah. Okay. What? Well, I guess what she's talking as it was not the copper in Kurita, but the metal with atomic number 29. What? Oh goodness. I have to go back at this after this is a bad line. Please be assured that I never insulted or insulted you. Oh. Or offended you? Yeah, I get it. I was surprised. You don't bring out the names of elements during self-introduction, do you? commonly. It looks like you need some scientific knowledge to talk to this kid. Should I at least study science? Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Toshiro Takahara. Let's get along. If there is something difficult, you can tell me. I'll do my best to help. Why are these guys so oddly nice compared to ordinary Danganronpa characters? Don't know what that is? Parkour. There was a time I admired him quite a bit too. Oh, so ultimate parkour, maybe? My motor nerves aren't very good. It's a sport I never dared to try. But he gives off a bit of a bully-like vibe. I'm too tall. What? Why are you offering to help with difficult things? Heh heh. There's another weird guy. Other people saw me and said I looked bad at first or something like that. Sorry, I thought that too at first. There's no particular reason, it's just that I've been used to helping others since I was young. Now, if there's someone in trouble, I can't help but help. What? You're a good guy. Oh, stop that. It's embarrassing to say such things in front of people. Contrary to his rough appearance, he seems like a hot-blooded boy with a warm heart. What I suspected a moment ago. I will have to apologize someday. Is this Junko? Okay. Rokuhana Misako. Oh no, Misako! Rokuhana Misako. I wish you well. Super high school level something or other. I say, good luck, Rokuhana. Oh, she got this face. Nayaharu. I have to put that in Google Translate. Yeah, I do. I'll have to copy and paste it out of the text extractor window. It got blended into the name, which made it not work out. I am. Okay. And it's a little uncomfortable to call you by your last name, so feel free to call me by my last name, so call me by my first name. Or whatever. The way she raises her glasses while giving a sharp answer reminds me of the image of the schoolboy class president. Okay, no, Misako. That's enough. Do you have any questions about me? I saw in the post about prospective students. I saw you in the post about prospective students, but it said you were a super high school level curator. What are you doing? Or what are you curating? I'm a co-curator. Is a job that takes care of various things, such as managing the finances of museums and art galleries, public relations, exhibitions, and nurturing artists. Okay, she's a super curator. You could say I'm the general manager of the museum. You mean like the class president of the museum? To put it simply, it would be like that. She is a child who naturally exudes a sense of maturity in every word she speaks. It may feel a little cold, but somehow I feel like I can trust and rely on it. Okay. Or she may be a little cold, but I can trust and rely on her. What are you looking at? Gaki. I thought I should introduce myself. Me? It's polite to say your name first, is it not? I'm sorry, my name is Kazuki Watanabe. I wish you well. Hasame Chinami. Okay, Hasame Shinami. Anyway, it's a very common name. I don't know if I don't know if I'll forget it soon. Oh, something or other. Somehow he's a difficult kid to talk to. Do you think he looks strong? Doesn't look like a he. You mean she looks strong. Please try not to forget my name. If you go later and ask who are you, you won't be very happy. I won't be. You won't be very happy either. I'll try. So your name is Kagami, right? Ing. Should I say? Oh. She's saying that she's worried in her own way. She's a tough kid. Ah, Uso. He. What? You suddenly appeared next to me. I didn't have any popularity. Didn't you have any popularity? Huh? I was surprised. Oh, for me, this is easier than eating a piece of cake. That's it. You? Speaking of, they have the name here. Pitiful flower that blooms on the battlefield. Super high school level. Okay. Ninja. Akerua, Yozora, and others. Nin. Okay, so somewhat resembling Sara. So Akarusa Yozora. Now it does say erotic ninja. I don't know if that's the correct translation, although the outfit does fit the description. I understand ninja, nin, but what about eroticism? And I don't know where to put my eyes. Your name? Kazuki Watanabe. Did Watanabe fall in love with this sensual charm of mine? Be careful, it's nothing like that to me. Personally, I don't like the bold type. The ones that I like are the more innocent and trustworthy types. And then she responds with, leave that child alone and let's go say hello to the other kids over there. You must be a freshman too. Nice to meet you. I'm Tato Shimagami. Okay. See the ultimate, like, outdoorsman? Farmer? Oh. Shimagami. Please take good care of me. My name is Kazuki Watanabe. What a girly name. It's not Kazuhi, it's Kazuki. Oh, sorry. I heard you wrong. Got the pronouns mixed up. It's okay. His reaction was a bit of idiot. You acted like a bit of an idiot. Also, his fashion sense seems a bit odd. However, if you like those those elements are harmonizing and highlighting the image of a simple rural youth. Oh. So this is the hick. But where is this place? Okay. Is Chen Chang like some sort of like dam kind of thing? I think it was used as hell before. So hell or dam or something like that. There's a pile of crops that need to be taken care of. Because he's a farmer. He's a super farmer. You seem to like farming, right? My love is not small enough to be expressed in such clumsy words. The crops I grow are like my children. So you eat your children. You sell them to be processed. Watching him speak energetically, his passion for crops is conveyed. You don't have a bit of an... He does have a bit of an idiot side, but he does have a great passion for his field. Okay. Okay, so this is Issei Hanayaho. Annyeong haseyo. I am your idol. I'm 17 years old. I wish you well. Kirat. Okay. Idol? Maybe? If they're gonna make it a twist where she doesn't try to commit a murder. Kirat. Issei. Let's say Issei. Oh, that's her name. Okay. I could have read Idol if I saw it. If I read the right spot. An advertisement that comes to mind the moment I hear her lively voice. So, Question? As much as whoa. Are you my master? What are you talking about? No response? Why? Watanabe-kun, you are not immune to this kind of case, right? How? My famous deduction. I guess. Although we agreed once. I still can't get a sense of what the lines from earlier were. It's nice to be cheerful, but it might be a little difficult when you have to have a conversation. She's nice and cheerful. It might be difficult to have a conversation. Okay. This is Akatsubaki Torai or Toray. Toray. Please do well. Is this a him or a her? Shaped like a her, I think. Nice to meet you, Kazuki I am Kazuki Watanabe. I wish you well in the future. Wait, why? She seems to be glaring at me with tremendous force. You are a child. What? What is the man so afraid of? It's not nice to see too much effort. What is this stupid reaction? If you are a man, introduce yourself more confidently. This person was inspired by Taka. My name is Kazuki Watanabe. I will leave it up to you. That's a bit better. Don't act like that in front of me. Oh. Don't act like that in front of me for now on. Guys who spit things without thread or those with rotten spirits are the type I hate the most. I'll be careful. I'm scared. Don't know what ultimate he is. Didn't read it. Dressed like a chef. Yosakuo Fujita. I'm Yosakuji Fujita. I'm begging you, friend. Oh, yeah. Friend's name? Kazuki Watanabe. I'm begging you is probably like a greeting. Yang Haru, which did not get translated. Let's see here. Was that? Yeah, that is I am. Okay. So let's take a quick quiz to get to know each other a bit better. Which quiz? Yes. Listen carefully. What will happen if you boil soup with lions? If you boil the soup, could it be that? Correct answer is the animal kingdom, which is probably a pun in Korean. He's cool. I expected it, but it's seriously cool. Oh, he's seriously cool. I smiled coolly. How can you feel? Oh. How do you feel when you smile? So let's always live with a smile. Come on, follow me. Peace. Peace. Good, it's good. I was a little relieved to see that he was not a bad person, as the root of his brightly V-shaped figure Or not V-shaped at all. I wish I could do something with the boring gag code. What? Okay. Tarararara. Shaggy Anyang. Terrific. Incredible speed. Even though I'm looking right next to me, look, he's looking right next to me or whatever, I can't see my hand setting the cube. Oh. Even though he's right next to me, I can't see his hand solving the cube. So this is the ultimate cuber. My name is Kazuki Watanabe. I wish you well. You? Okay, so his name is Asayaru Shozo, and apparently he's the ultimate cuber. Like, Rubik's Cube, but you just call them cubers. Because apparently they want to get rid of it's cheesy to use the brand name Rubik's. Asayaru Shozo. His name is ultimate cubing. Yes, that's what it says, cubing! Then I'll call you Asayori. Are you okay? Solves a cube really fast. Over there. Be gone, cause you get in the way. Sorry. He is someone who is difficult to approach. On the other side of Koumori. I don't know what that means. The others are amazing. In many ways. I was just saying hello to, for self-introduction, but I was exhausted. It seems that everyone has a personality that suits their talents. It was amazing in many ways. Why are you so droopy? Because I'm tired. Ah, Yukari. How? Are they all good sons? Or good boys? All good boys? Yes, that's right. It's clear that all of them are basically good kids. First of all, everyone greeted me properly. You're nervous. Oh. Kajeuki, you're nervous. Oh? Don't pretend you're not. It's real. It's all written all over your face, child. At a time like this, put her palms on my cheeks and smiled slightly. Oh. At this time. It's not like a time like this. At this time. So yeah, this is this and this is time. Fortunately, like the name box is really messing with this. I don't know how to filter that out. Come to your senses. Huh? Hack. Hey, are you sick? Sorry, you got the power control. You got the power control wrong. I was trying to cheer you up a bit. It's okay, because I'm just a little surprised. Thanks, Yukari. Thanks to Yukari, the tension went away a little. The heaviness surrounding me has disappeared somewhere. Really, it seems like Yukari is helping me in many ways. Wait, everyone. Can you pay attention? I have a story to tell. There are people who have met me, and there are people who haven't. So I'll introduce myself first. I am the super high school level curator. Rokuhana Misako. Please take good care of me. Tell me about my story for a moment. Listen to my story for a moment. Oh. Chagi. What's a curator's job? Somehow it sounds good. A job name that appears in some anime or game. I'll be taking questions from Misakoni separately later. So, could you please be quiet for now? Sorry. I guess the impression of the first meeting was not wrong. She's definitely the type with strong leadership skills. First of all, I want to make it clear, but if any of us felt dizzy at the front gate at Hopesville Cat before entering here, please raise your hand for a moment. At those words, the hands of the kids, including me, who had been staring at each other, rose one by one, and likewise Misako's hand was raised. All authorized. I don't think... Is that the case? I didn't even raise my hand. Over there, are you saying you didn't feel that way? No, I just don't want to bother. Considering that a lot of people here have been through that, it's probably the same for you. So cooperative. Anyway, back to the main topic. Everyone felt dizzy. Is this correct? That's right. It's like heaven and earth are reversed. I just wish I could use that as a lyric. Oh, that was me too. I thought it was just mild dizziness, but to hear that others did too. Yes, me too. Mai was dizzy too, so she's the one who talks in first and third person. Did that too. Me too, right? Petchon? The other kids immediately start talking when they learn one thing in common. This is how the conversation progresses. Darin Changwa. Attention. Super high school level students. Well, what I've learned so far is that we are all freshmen at Hopesview Academy, and the moment we enter the main gate of the academy, we feel dizzy and gather in this mysterious place. Does anyone know what this place is, or for what purpose it is built for? I want people who have opinions to speak up without hesitation. This is just speculation. This place where I first opened my eyes looked like a classroom. You mean the note that told you to come to the gym at 9 o'clock? Yeah, I saw it too. When I woke up, it was on my desk. Yes, that's it. What do you think about it? Okay, I get how they're translating this, because this is Torah in Yong. You could translate that sheep in the Torah. I think it's just the wrong translation. Did you call me? You said you were a super high school level architect, right? Oh. So that's architect. So Torah is an architect. Architect. We should translate it to Torah. Wow. Torre. That's an opinion. That's my opinion as an architect. Good. If that's the case, let me hear it anyway. What? Can hear it anyway. This is my conclusion. I think there is a point in what she said. The place I woke up in was something that looked like a classroom, and it's true that the layout of the other rooms and the shape of the aisles make it look like some sort of educational institution. The scale is quite large, but if this is Hope's Peak Academy, I'm fully convinced. Thank you, Miss Torre. Miss? That's correct. If that's the case, there's a possibility that the situation we're in right now is also an event on the school side. Or I think it's a prank. Hey! Isn't that a bit strange then? If this is a school, why are the windows covered with iron plates? What is this again? There's an iron gate, like an air raid shelter. Wherever you look, this is Hope's Peak Academy. I don't know if it's a prison. Are you voicing my opinion? A small mouse drop. Oh. What? Mouse? Mice? Do you want to die? Let's see here. Cha burabuk. Yongi. Shukwa sip. Okay. I don't know how they get bitch out of that, but okay. Do you want to die? Come on, kill me, you rattlesnake. Dweebong. Yeah. Do you think you can do it? Ah. Ooh. Ooh. A fight. I heard there's nothing more fun than watching a fight. There's a saying, there's a proverb, right? It says that the three major spectacles of the Buddhist are the Buddhist spectacle, the fight scene, and the love affair. Those ladies, I can't stop a fight, but what if I instigate it? Now. Calm down for now, and everyone peace. Shut up, pig. The scars on my delicate sensitivity. Calm down for now, calm down. I'm not sure. Fight, the winning side, our side. And we're just like, come on, fight. On Dreamtail. It's a complete mess. At this rate, it's like, I can't. At this rate, it would be difficult to control even Misako, who has strong leadership skills. Difficult to control even for Misako. The moment when everyone's excitement and attention were extremely high, it started out of nowhere. Here we go. Testing. What the? Mic check. This is a test of the campus broadcasting system. How is it? Can everybody hear me? I was offended by the disparate voice that seemed to be forcibly acting slyly. A voice that makes an impression. I don't care if you hear it or not. So first of all, attention please. New students, please come to the gym right now. Entrance ceremony. I don't have to say it twice. Enough. What is it? What was that grotesque voice just now? For some reason, I'm scared. Oh. Rice cake, where are you going? What? You're so noisy. You should... Why do you care how I act? You care how I act? Question mark? This is Hope's big school, so that's right. 8 more mother's milk and pick it up, Rattlesnake. This is a real thing. This fight isn't over yet. This guy again. Oh, let's go to the gym. There doesn't seem to be any benefit to hanging around here or whatever. I want to go too. It's no fun here anymore. Is the entrance ceremony starting? Looking forward to it. Why would you? It would be boring. I'll go too. And then enough. Hasta la vista. Be Spanish for some reason. Go with me, ladies. Oh. Why is like the footstep sounds? They have like a shovel chopping into sand. The mood to head to the gym was being created at once with a strange broadcast, but in my head, beyond the unpleasant voice from before, a foreboding feeling was creeping up. Just that. You too? It was a very unpleasant voice. I agree with that. Misako. Such a broadcast in this situation, I can't help but think it's strange. But I have no choice but to go and see it for now. There's not much you can find out by staying here. That was right. Or Misako was right. All we know is that this bizarre place is Hope Speaks School, and we have very little information that we are freshmen. I mean, school would still be a perfectly fine way to translate, because it's the word for school, right? I don't know what awaits me ahead, but now is the time to move on. Let's go, Yukari. Yes. Yes, save. Save data 2. So can I, like, talk here? I don't have a good feeling for some reason. Right now I think our priority is to go to the gym quickly. Child. What was that broadcast? I don't know either, but it was a very unpleasant voice. For some reason I feel like I shouldn't go there. Still, I can't help it right now. I have to go. Hell. I think I can roughly understand the situation. What? You can't? Did you remember something? That's the fact that we were abducted and imprisoned by aliens. Aliens? Are you sure? What I want? Yes. Aren't you going to the gym? If you see me, no, it's nothing. It's okay. I don't care. Let's go. You can teleport. Yeah, I can teleport. Oh. Can a ninja be like that? I don't care. Let's go. I can teleport. Okay. Pronoun mix-ups because of translation. Gives me wrong pronouns with a power suggestion. How dare you make fun of me as a rat? Takahara? I can't forgive. It seems wrong to talk. Petchan, don't be afraid. Everyone here seems to be good kids. Sunaga? Watanabe? Oh. Mikhiko, please leave Watanabe alone and let's go to the gym. Okay, Mikhiko, just like Petchan said, leave me alone and go to the gym. I will. And it feels like a bit of... I was hit by a doll. Okay. The door. This iron door looks many times stronger than a window. Why are all the doors blocked? As expected, doesn't budge with my hands. I just realized from the broadcast, but it seems like this is a TV for school broadcasting. Okay, now I guess I gotta go to the gym. How do I save? I have to figure out how to save now. Right click. Numpad. Numpad works like arrow keys. What does that say? I don't have a student handbook. Oh. So, student handbook, belongings, secure skills, save load game, quit. Okay, so is this it? Save data 3. Cool. And I will end that way. And I have to make a whole bunch of comments dealing with the translations and stuff to kind of clean up the mess. Again, this will be a big mess. Yes, it will be.